Good morning everyone, Shannon here from I Cook You Serve, and welcome to the first day of our Foodfulness Challenge. So I'm not sure how long today's session is going to be because I thought I'd explain a little bit about the challenge and then get straight into what a food diary is, how it can help you and how you can improve all your eating habits. So I Cook You Serve. We are a catering and nutritional therapy company based in Northampton. As many of you know, I'm really lucky. I get to work alongside my mum. She is in the room, so she's got a great big grin on her face. So yes, that's I Cook You Serve. We provide evening meals and buffets, but we also have a nutritional therapy branch. So within the nutritional therapy branch, I work on a one-to-one basis with clients to help them improve their eating habits. And it's come about more and more within discussion that people want nutritional therapy, but they want it over a longer period. So we are going to launch a membership. Because of that membership launch, we thought we would open up and say, this is what we do. Within the membership, this is what you can expect. This is how we work. This is the type of nutritional therapy that we provide. So yeah, that brings me straight on to a food diary. So first of all, I thought I'd share what a food diary is. Now, some of you will have received the free food diary setup that I sent you. If you haven't received it yet, that's fine. You need to sign up to the link that I will put above this video. So a food diary is where you write down everything that you eat and drink. You write down what you eat and drink, when you eat and drink it, the day, the time, and then you write down a rough portion size. Now this will be different for everybody. You don't need to start weighing out things like that. This is just, oh, it was a big portion, it was a small portion, a handful of grapes. We all know what that looks like. You also need to write down roughly how you feel. So and this doesn't need to be a great big journal entry or anything like that. It needs to be, oh, I'm feeling a bit stressed, or oh, I'm feeling absolutely brilliant today. I'm on top of the world. That's all it needs to be. Or you can mark yourself out of 10. That's an alternative that you can do. So it's really flexible. The only thing is, if you are marking yourself out of 10, you're not allowed to use 7. You're either 6 and below or 8 and above. A food diary is meant to help you progress with your eating habits. Number 7 out of 10 is you sitting on the fence, and that's not the type of nutritional therapy that we provide. So that is a food diary. That's what you need to fill in. I would recommend filling in a food diary for at least 2 weeks. This is going to really help you get to know and help you to understand what it is you're actually eating. Because we think we have an idea of how we eat, of what we eat, but when it comes to writing it down, there's a completely different story that's told. And it's completely okay, whatever you are eating, because you're at the beginning of this journey. A food diary is always where I start when I'm working with nutritional therapy clients. It's such an important starting point, which is why we're sharing it here today. So that's what a food diary is. There are 3 stages roughly when it comes to using a food diary. So the first section is you're not changing anything, you're simply writing down what it is you are eating. What, when, roughly how much, and how you feel. So do that for 2 weeks and you don't need to change anything that you're eating. You just need to have a really good understanding of what it is you are eating. It's also really, really important during this stage to be honest. If you're not honest about what you're writing down in your food diary, how are you going to improve what you're writing? Or how are you going to fill in the gaps in a nutritional way? You need to be honest with your food diary. The second stage is to reflect on the gaps within your food diary. Typical gaps always are you drinking enough water? Which we'll come on to later in the challenge. Are you getting enough fruit and veg within your diet? What times are you eating? If you're someone that misses breakfast or likes to have dinner late or extra early, that's fine. All you need to do is write it down. So that's stage 2, where you are reflecting on your food diary. It's also really important during this stage to write down your food goals. What actually is it that you want to achieve? Do you want to be having 10 McDonald's a day. If you do, that's up to you. You just need to know what your goals are. If your goals are to have 10 fruit and veg a day, then you need to know so that on stage 3, you can implement them. This is where you use your food diary almost as a tick list. Yes, I've achieved that goal. So right, you want 10 fruit and veg a day. How are you going to include that into your food diary? So yes, that's day 1 over and done with. The most important thing when it comes to a food diary is to be honest. Day 2, we will be looking at creating a food environment. I'm really looking forward to discussing this with you all because it's so important to create an environment when you are eating that is going to benefit you, benefit your eating habits, and ultimately help you to eat well. Day 3, we'll be looking at my absolute favourite topic. It's something I will never stop talking about, and that's drinking water and staying hydrated. The amount of times I have said that phrase over the planning of this is immense. Drinking water and staying hydrated. The impacts are absolutely huge. So thank you for everyone that has come along. That's day 1 done and out of the way. If you're watching this on a replay, please let me know in the comments below with a #replay. And I look forward to talking with you all again tomorrow. Tomorrow's live will also be at 10 o'clock. So yeah, let me know how you get on with your food diaries. If you've got any questions at all, pop them in the comments. Take care.